Part 1. eSTOP General Information. Welcome to the information session on the use of the eSTOP system.
The eSTOP was developed in response to the coroner's inquest into the death of a traffic controller within Australia. It asked why we still put our people on the road when the best practice is to eliminate the risk. This is best demonstrated in the UK and Europe, who no longer use traffic controllers on their roads. The Department of Transport and Main Roads took on this challenge to ensure a solution to remove our traffic controllers from the line of fire.
This video has been developed to provide training on the setup and operation of the eSTOP. Please note, this video does not cover field application aspects such as the best place to position the eSTOP and where should a traffic controller stand, as this would be dependent on several factors as each job site is unique. Each setup should be guided by the respective safe work method statement. The following topics are covered: contents, safety considerations, setup, hand remote control, key features, battery life and charging, unpairing, troubleshooting and product care, power off, packing and storage for transportation, signs required. The eSTOP has been supplied with the following content: 2 eSTOP traffic lanterns. Each of these lanterns has a unique serial number which is located at the back of the lantern. 2 batteries. A unique number is assigned to each battery supplied. 1 black carry case. User manual, laminated. This should be kept in the black carry case and should be with the unit at all times. It provides you with a quick reference on the essential basic operation of the eSTOP. Services and Operations Manual. This 17-page service and operation manual should be read as it provides a very comprehensive information about the service and operation of the eSTOP system. 2 battery chargers. Two power sockets and 2 charging cables. Two lanyards. Two remote hand controls. The HRC or hand remote control unit has a unique number to identify each unit. Two tripod legs. Two battery compartments. The Service and Operations Manual outlines some of the safety considerations. Remember, if you are unsure, consult your organisation. The eSTOP must be operated by a designated competent operator within the scope of on-site operation parameters, such as the company's Safe Work Method Statement or risk assessment. Be installed in a suitable location clear of obstructions. An appropriate risk assessment shall be conducted to ensure the safe and suitable use of the eSTOP. Examples of factors to consider: safe distance from the traffic path so the wide loads or turning vehicles will not impact the unit, length of work site, volume of traffic, and topography. Be installed on a stable surface. The battery shall be fully charged before operating the unit. The eSTOP is a piece of safety equipment. It must be used at all times as per the manufacturer's instructions and as per the DTMR's guidelines. All equipment supplied must not be tampered with, as it may impact the performance of the eSTOP and voids factory warranty. This includes opening of the hand controllers or the battery supplied. Part 2. eSTOP Setup. Your eSTOP will arrive either in a bag or stored in a traffic control ute box. The total weight of the bag is 17 kilograms and should be lifted off and onto a vehicle with a 2-person lift. Note that the heaviest component is the lantern, weighing 8 kilograms. Once unpacked, prepare the tripod legs for mounting. These legs are locked in to ensure they do not fall down and hurt anyone standing near. When unlocked, ensure to allow the legs to slide into position at a slow, controlled pace. The legs are height adjustable. The first hole on this leg is set to 1.6 meters from base of lantern to ground. The minimum requirement is 1.5 meters. To adjust the height, pull the lever out, pull the leg up and the lever will clip in automatically. You will hear a sound as the lever is placed into the hole of the pole. You will notice one leg has a pin and a number of holes. This is to allow adjustments on uneven road surfaces to maintain vertical stability. We suggest that 2 sandbags be placed on each tripod leg. This is important to ensure greater stability in windy conditions. When operating in high winds, it is advisable to place 3 sandbags on each leg like so. Join the battery pole with the lantern. The battery case can be placed in the same or opposite direction of the shrouds. Secure them in tightly. Use the handle provided to assist with lifting. The red light indicator is an important component. This flashing amber light communicates to the workers on the job site when the red lantern is on. This informs them that they may proceed to work with caution. This red light indicator must be adjusted to face the work site and not the motorists. You are now ready to mount this part of the tripod leg, ensuring the lantern is faced away from motorists during setup. The battery should be fully charged after every shift, and the battery status should be checked prior to bringing the unit to site. Refer to Troubleshooting Part 3. Using the handle provided, place the batteries into the battery case. Secure the batteries in place by locking them down. The locking mechanism allows for locks to be placed for security reasons. Before you connect the battery power to the eSTOP lanterns, please ensure that the unit is off. These pins, like any other power connection, has a positive and a negative point. If the points contact each other incorrectly, it may cause the unit to short circuit. Thus, it is important to ensure the unit is off before connections occurs. There is a hinge in the socket to ensure that each point is correctly connected. Once in, secure the connection in place firmly. The power button is at the bottom of the eSTOP lantern. A green LED light will turn on to indicate the eSTOP lantern is on and ready for use. This is also the emergency cut-off button when required to turn the unit off quickly. In some instances, it may be necessary to unpair a HRC from a lantern. To do this, press Go button of the unit for 5 seconds, a beep will sound, let go. The system will communicate and the fault indicator will have no LED light on. The unit is now unpaired. Hook the HRC to the lanyard provided. To turn on the hand remote control, press the on button and hold it down for 5 seconds. You will hear a beep and status light starts flashing blue. You will notice the fault indicator at the base of Unit 1 and Unit 2 of the HRC showing either no LED light or a blue LED light. No LED light means the unit has not been paired. Blue LED light on the fault indicator means one of two things. A. No communication, which means the lantern unit has not been turned on. Or B. The HRC is paired to another lantern. If this is the case, unpair the HRC or perform a soft reset prior to pairing the HRC to the lantern. The lanterns can be singly paired or double paired to a HRC depending on the mode of operation. Single pair. One HRC is paired to one eSTOP lantern. In this instance, traffic controlling is via radio remote and each unit is operated by one traffic controller. Double pair. One HRC is paired to two eSTOP lanterns. In this instance, traffic controlling is performed by one traffic controller in the case that is clear line of sight on both sides. Pairing. To link a control to a lantern, these components must first be paired. To pair, connect the USB cable supplied to the eSTOP lantern and the hand remote control. Decide which lantern will be Unit 1 and which is Unit 2. Always pair the lantern to Unit 1 Go button first, even when doing single pair. Hold the green Go button down for 5 seconds. A beep will sound. Let go and the HRC starts to sync with the eSTOP lantern. You will note the status light at the top starts flashing. It may take 30 seconds to 1 minute for the HRC to sync to the lantern. When synced, the fault status light on each unit will turn green, but the status light at the top remains blue. Once paired, test each eSTOP lantern to ensure the lantern aspect is working. To do this, press the green Go button. Each aspect will flash for 0.2 seconds from green, amber to red. Perform this for each eSTOP lantern. The eSTOP is now ready to be activated. Engage to operation mode. To do this, hold down the green Activate button for 5 seconds. A beep will sound. Let go of the button. The HRC will commence to sync with the eSTOP lantern. The status light at the top will turn green. Once activated, the eSTOP lantern flashes amber for 4 seconds before defaulting to red. The eSTOP is now active and ready to control traffic. The HRC locks for 5 seconds. All buttons will not work during this time. After 5 seconds, the HRC will operate. Turn the eSTOP lantern to face traffic. Secure the post firmly by screwing the knob till firm. You are now ready to control traffic. Ensure you stand at the designated safe distance as outlined in your safe work method statement. Once activated, the lantern becomes the slave of the HRC. The system is encrypted. The HRC can be returned to test mode by pressing the Activate button for 5 seconds. A beep will sound, the status indicator will turn blue, indicating this unit is in test mode. The eSTOP system comes with a number of features. The maximum distance between the HRC, being the master of the lanterns, is 400 metres with clear visibility either side. No two greens can be on at the same time when the units are paired. The HRC mimics everything that happens on the lanterns. A critical fault occurs. The unit cannot operate. An example of a critical fault is when the red lantern no longer works. When one unit is run over, the fault indicator will turn purple and the eSTOP lantern in green will go red to stop traffic from entering the site. When a loss of communication occurs, the eSTOP lantern will default to red. Remember, do not take the HRC with you when going to the toilet or break. Leave it with the care of someone. Do not leave it lying around. The red light indicator will flash amber when the lantern is red, so workers can easily see when it is safe for work to be carried out. Understand what each fault indicator means. Blue, loss of communication. Green, synced. Purple, tilt or fallen over. Amber, low battery. When this occurs, it indicates there is 1 hour of battery power left. You have 1 hour to address your battery issues. The batteries of both the HRC and the eSTOP lantern will last for 15 hours under normal use. Recharging will take 4 to 6 hours. Charging the HRC. To recharge the HRC, connect the USB cable to the socket. You will note that the status light at the top is red. This means it is charging. Sometimes when you put on charge and the status light does not come on, just press the red stop button to reset and the status light will turn on. When charging is completed, the status light will turn green. To charge the lantern battery, connect the charger to the battery. The small LED will be red, and when charging is complete, this will turn green. To check the status of the HRC battery while the HRC is off, press the red stop button and the LED will light up. Each LED represents 1/3, such that the red indicates full, amber 2/3, and green 1/3. To check the status of the lantern battery, the HRC must be paired, but in test mode, blue status. This means status LED blue, fault LED green. Again, press the red stop button and the same indicator will show the battery status for the lantern the same way as the HRC. Part 3. eSTOP maintenance and troubleshooting. When power to the battery is low, the status indicator will show yellow. The HRC must be charged. Running the HRC at low voltage for prolonged periods may degrade the battery's integrity and reduce the HRC's transmitter power and will affect the reliability of the system. Turn all power off when not in use, both the eSTOP unit and the HRC unit. The lantern shall be wiped with a damp cloth to remove dirt or dust which may form. Soft reset of the HRC. The soft reset is also a useful procedure to check that each of the LED lights on the HRC are working. Assuming battery is not low, in the event of no response from the HRC, Press down both button red power button and green activate button at the same time to soft reset the HRC. A sequence of flashing all LED indicators on the HRC will take place and a beep will sound. The HRC should be then operated as usual to pair again if required. eSTOP lantern. Assuming battery is not low, in the event of unknown error or faults, soft reset the eSTOP lantern by powering it off and on again. The power switch is located on the bottom of the eSTOP unit. Faults. Communication fail. Check that the distance of the eSTOP from the HRC does not exceed the maximum operating distance. Check that the correct unit is being paired or pair the units again. Perform a system soft reset. Tilted. Check the eSTOP unit is not on tilt over 20 degrees from vertical. Place eSTOP unit in its operating vertical position and then perform a soft reset to recalibrate its orientation. Low battery. Use the battery check procedure to check the battery status. Charge the batteries if they are low. Lantern fault. Use the LED test procedures to check the LED fault. If the eSTOP operates but an individual LED module remains faulty, contact manufacturer for replacements. Lantern fuse. In the event of no response from the lantern or no power and the battery is charged and working, check fuse holder for blown fuse. The fuse holder is located behind the yellow LED module. The fuse blade used for this is 3 to 5 amps. To check the HRC buttons are working in the off or on mode, press each of the buttons. A beep will indicate that they are working. Power off, packing and transportation. To power off the HRC, press the power button at the top of the HRC for 5 seconds. A beep will sound, lantern defaults to flashing amber for 4 seconds, then turns off. In the event that the HRC is unable to be powered off, this may be due to A. Loss of communication to lantern. Always power off the HRC prior to powering off the lantern. Or B. Perform a soft reset and then commence to power off. To power off the eSTOP lanterns, switch off the power button below the lantern unit. Packing up. Disconnect the battery from the lantern unit. Remove the batteries, unscrew the lantern units, disconnect the battery case. The lantern unit can be stored in the bag or placed in a TC ute box. Remove the sandbags. If the extendable tripod leg has been extended for uneven surface, put this back to the original position. Unlock the latch and slowly fold the legs back up. Ensure the legs are locked in place. Store them in carry bags or the TC ute cage. Transportation. The eSTOP shall be suitably packed to accommodate bumpy rides on roads and in some instances rough terrain. Ensure the load is fully secured and stable. The unit shall be suitably protected and prevented from being knocked against each other or other equipment during transportation. The hand remote control, battery chargers, USB socket and cables shall be stored in the carry case provided. This is electronic equipment. Handle and use with care as you would your mobile phone or computer. Signs to be used with the eSTOP. Remember, practice makes perfect. We suggest that you practice the setup and pack up at least 3 times. We have been advised by trainers that 10 times of doing something creates a good habit.